Oh, when I saw this girl with all of her might work to get up just to come and greet me, I knew that I wanted to go in and sit down with her. And look, I know it's hard to see this, but I'm going to put a little teaser right here of her wagging her tail. More on that at the end of the video, but watch this because there are some really neat moments with her. When I first saw the blanket up at the shelter, I knew it was going to be hard. They put this blanket up there because the shelter doesn't want her to be a spectacle. They want her to rest and recover. Okay, let's go in and sit down with her.
Hi. Can I come sit down with you? Hi. Oh, you're so little. Hi. Oh, wow. She is, I'm assuming we'll find out her story here in a minute. She's bad. That's heartbreaking. I will say, I just love the team here at Animal Friends of the Valleys. Like, it's not lost on me that how heartbreaking and dire the situation is, and how warm and cuddly and soft all of the little stuffed animals surrounding her are that the shelter team set up right when she came in. She just came in. She just got here. She went through health check, and now she's in this room. And she's in this private, secluded room because the public can't see her right now. She can't just go to somebody's home right this second. Her food bowl's empty, which means she's eating. I think we go right into seeing if she wants a treat. Is she asleep? She might be asleep. Dogs in this state, they're so tired and so weak that a lot of times they just fall asleep. Like even when there's a giant strange man coming into their kennel, they can't stay awake. They don't have the energy. Let's see. Hi. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Hi. Oh, she's in bad shape all the way around. Her nails. Wait until I show you. I'm gonna show you some things on her hair in a minute. You may not be able to see from where the cameras are at. Well, you see how she got the energy right away, though, to get that treat. She's got to be so hungry. Hi, sweetie. You want another treat? Oh, yeah. Oh, we're going to keep these treats coming. Hi. Hi. I want to show you to everyone that cute face. Oh, a little burp. Hi. Oh, sorry. I did too much eye contact. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Wow. Wow, you are a sweetheart. Did you see all these little friends they set up for you? Yeah. I'm just gonna move them just a little bit so I can get a little closer to you. We're gonna put your friends back here in a minute, okay? Here you go. I think the thing about a dog like this, when you see a dog in this state, it's almost immediate sadness and anger, and you want to look away and you want to go, I can't handle this. I can't do this. And I totally get it if that's the case. But I will tell you that what I try to do, and what I see most of the time, is there's hope from this point forward. What I try to do is I imagine the dog that she'll be 6 months from now, 9 months from now, a year from now, where she is just happy and healthy and bouncing around and sleeping on someone's couch with them as they watch Grey's Anatomy. I don't know, whatever show, they're getting into trouble. They're sneaking treats and food off the table, all the things that a normal dog does. And in this moment, in this deepest, darkest moment, we're here to let her know that is possible, that is out there through love and affection and treats. And, I always kind of look at it this way when I'm sitting with a dog like this. If you've ever been in a rough spot, if you've ever had a tough time and you've just been down and out, it's really about the little things you can do. Like in this situation, the fact that she's really happy about these little treats, like, can that keep you moving forward? I remember a couple times where I was just in a really tough spot, down and out, just, It was just really hard to move forward. And one little trick I used to do is I would put my shoes at night by the bed, because I knew that if every day I could just get up and lace up my shoes and take that next step forward, literally and figuratively, that life would go on and that I could keep moving. And I think that's what's really important when you see her in a situation like this, or if you're in a situation like that, if you can find something to hold on to keep moving forward. For her, it's treats. I was going to go into pet her right there, but she's a little suspicious. For me, it was lacing up my shoes. For you, what is that? Your eyes are so endearing. We're going to find out her story. I'm going slow with the treats. And if you're watching this and you've never watched one of my videos before, even if you have watched my videos before and you're thinking, why don't you just bring in a bunch of food and give her all the food that she wants? When a dog is in this state, you have to be very concerned with bloating and just them filling up too quickly, just like a human if they're in a starvation mode. And so she gets more frequent, smaller meals from the shelter. The dogs are on a morning and an evening feeding schedule at the shelter, but she's going to be on a more frequent schedule. They'll get her a slow feeding bowl so that, because she likely is going to try to wolf all the food down so that she goes slowly. This is kind of the start of her journey back to health and happiness, and it's going to take some time. And so while you want to just dump a bunch of food right here for her, which I'm sure they did to some extent when she first came in, it's about a lot of frequent meals. So that's why you don't see me just giving her all kinds of food right now, and why I'm to some extent regulating the treats. I'd love to just dump my whole bag of treats right in her lap, but we have to take it slowly. And I think we've got to find out her story right now, and then we're gonna try to show her some love and see if we can get her into my lap or get her into a state where she gets some love.
No.
Hey, I went in with this little dog that's really bad off. It's emaciated.
Yes.
Do you have your computer on you right now, or can you get into the system?
Yeah, I can get in.
Did she just come in?
So she came in actually a few days ago.
Okay. So I thought they had just put her in here. Is her collar out there?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Kelly's grabbing it right now. Yeah. Hey, Kel, can you bring that in here? She has a collar. Wow, look at this. I mean, no excitement about the collar. I'm not looking for anything particular with a collar outside of if you take your dog on a walk and you grab their collar and a leash, a lot of times they'll perk up and they'll be really excited. She obviously has no excitement about this. And the other thing I just kind of look for is the condition. This is it's a pretty good condition for a collar or leash with how bad of a condition she's in. So that's really shocking. This isn't like I'm an outside dog, I've been running the streets kind of collar. Did you see the collar, Alexis?
No, I didn't get a chance to look at it.
I mean, it's like pretty shiny and new. That's what's maybe it is new, but it doesn't look like she's been on the streets. But okay, how old is she?
So they think she's
like a
about
puppy?
5 years old.
5? Oh my goodness, I would have guessed like a year or two, but I guess if she had another 50 pounds on her, she would look older. Okay. Microchip?
No microchip.
Shoot. Okay, tell me more. Anything?
So she was left in night drop, and the person who found her did leave their information behind, like their full name, their address, their phone number. So
that's good.
It's we feel pretty confident that it was a good Samaritan and not her owner.
Let me explain that to everyone. So yeah. If you're watching this video for the first time, or you've never heard of Night Drop, or you don't have it in your town, Night Drop is a safe space where you can bring a dog. Let's say you're driving home, you're working a late shift, you find a dog on the side of the road, you don't know what to do. You can't have dogs at your place, so you can't bring the dog or the cat home. And so what Night Drop does is it allows for a safe space when no one's here at the shelter, front desk isn't open, to be able to bring that dog. The kennels are really nice, they're clean, they're disinfected, they're ready to go. You put the dog or the cat in there, and then you fill out your information. Alexa said, the shelter feels pretty confident that it was a good Samaritan and they left all their information and their name and their phone number, because sometimes people will just decide to dump their dogs and abandon them, and they say, oh yeah, we found this dog, when it's their dog. It happens all too often. sometimes people feel that they have no other option. They're out of money, or they took their dog to the vet and they can't afford the care, or whatever it may be. And so they're hiding from the fact that they're the owner. But in this case, all the information was left. And the Good Samaritan likely said, yes, contact me. I'll give you every single detail I can, because that's really important to helping reunite the person with the dog. Or in this case, potentially, if a case needs to be brought against the owner of the dog, that could be really important. Alexis, tell me more. What do we know?
Actually, that's about all that we know. I mean, she did go to health check. She's clearly emaciated, and they are feeding her multiple small meals a day.
Okay, that's what I figured. If she's been here for 2 days already, too, that means she's already had 2 days of eating, and she's still this skinny. And I throw it out to you, too. What do you think happened to her? Now, I know a lot of times people will say, well, you never know. Maybe she could have been out running the streets. Yeah, sure, sometimes. She could have gotten away from her family and been out running the streets. However, it's hard for a dog like this in this area that we live in to go that unnoticed for that long. I mean, this is 6 months, 9 months, over a year of malnourishment, mistreatment. Her skin is bad. Her nails are really bad. Her nose is bad. Like, in some areas, like, there are a lot of stray dogs that run loose for quite a while. In areas of the world, this happens quite a bit. The area we're in, it's not that there's not a stray dog here and there, but it's not as common for stray dogs to be running for years to end up in this situation. I'm going to try to show her some love and bring my energy level up a little bit. Her energy level is so low right now. This is the first time she probably has felt safe in a long time. She's in, her own little doggy condo. She's got food and water and people that are showing her love and care and stuffed animals, which is really awesome. So I'm going to try to show her some love. I'm going to try to scoop her up into my lap. I think that would go a long way with her, just getting that embrace. But let's see. We'll take it at her speed and we'll see how it goes. Let's see if we can show her some love. Okay, here you go, sweetie pie. Yeah. Yeah. Good girl. That's a good girl. You want another treat? You want a treat? How about a treat and some love? That's a good girl. Yeah, that's a good girl. Yeah, she's got scabs all over her head as I'm scratching her here. Hi. Yeah, you're a good girl. You'll come out of your slumber for some treats, huh? Yeah, it's a good girl. Does that feel okay right there? You guys want to be careful with a dog that's emaciated, because you just never know what's hurting, right? That what internal organs might be swollen or sore, just because they are so bad off. Hi. There we go. It's a good girl. That's a good girl. You are a good... Oh, I didn't even ask. Let me call Alexis. Do we have a name? A nickname?
We have no name.
Right, because we don't know who she was or anything. Has the shelter given her a name yet?
Not that I see.
Okay. All right, so we got to come up with a name. All right, you guys start working on it. I'm going to work on it too. I want to figure out her personality a little bit. That's the thing about shelters. Hi. That when you first start working at a shelter and you see all these dogs without a name, and you never think about it, that they don't have names because you either don't know their name, or some dogs come in such a bad situation like this, they might have never had a name. She may have never had a name. Here you go. Hi. You're a good girl. Hi. Listen, I don't know what you've been through, but I am sorry. As hard as it's been, you didn't deserve it. And you are loved, and I can tell you are ready to give love. And we are going to help fill up that belly and fill up that heart and let you know that people care about you and that we care about you. Here, I'm gonna come in here and see if you'll let me love you a little bit. Let's see. We do this thing called the scoop, and what it is I just pick you up. Okay? Yeah. I just pick you up here, and I have you sit in my lap. Oh, hi. Okay. Hi. I've never had that happen before. Are you that bad off? Okay. Yeah, she didn't even have the energy to hold her head up. Look, so, yeah, that's a problem. She's so weak, she doesn't have the energy to hold up her head. Her neck is so thin. Here you go, sweetie. You can hold your head up for a treat, huh? But her neck is so thin. Like, that's wild. Gosh. I am so sorry. You are beautiful and you are amazing and we love you. It's going to be okay from here, I promise. All the bad days are gone. No more bad days. Only love and care. Hi. Show people that pretty face. From here, and pets and cuddles on the couch. Hi. She's like melting. Hi. Oh, I see. You're going for it, huh? Here, you know what? You can have it. That was cute. That was a cute little move. Oh, I'm so weak. I can't handle it. I love you so much. This is why I love dogs so much, and we have so much to learn. It's like, even in our hardest times, there's little moments. They're so cute, and they're so loving and so endearing. Hi. Like, for her to trust anyone is wild. It's wild. But the fact that she's so loving and so trusting, even in these conditions, is just a testament to her being so amazing. I mean, look at this. I'm going to show you what she looks like to me. So this is what I'm seeing. She's got that spine that's like so thin. Oh, I'm so sorry, darling. You're a good girl. You are a good girl. Let's try. Let's see what this looks like on her. Okay. Yeah, so this collar's probably been on her since she was the correct weight. And look how much room there is now. That is wild. Well, you're not going to wear that again. I'll guarantee you that. That's your old life, and this is your new life, filled with treats and love and toys. Oh, play the xylophone on her ribs. It's so bad. So the thing is, if you're watching this video and you go, I want to adopt her, it's not a good idea right now, because dogs in this situation too easily cannot make it. Like, they can take a turn for the worse. There might be internal organs that are just too far gone. It's hard. Who's really great at helping dogs like this are rescues, and she needs a rescue. And so when you share this video, it can make all the difference in the world. And share it with any rescues you know, because if a rescue can take a dog like this, then it'll just be life-saving for her. And that has to happen, because this shelter, a lot of shelters that are in your city, they're not set up for long-term care and the expense that goes into that. And rescues are just better suited for that. Now, they need money too. And I tell you what I'll do. And if you want to chip in, you guys can. You can hit the super thanks button. But I'll give $2,000 to whatever rescue pulls her, just to help with some of the medical care and cost.
Jumping in here real quick for clarification on this, we're going to give $2,000 to a rescue that pulls her because it's expensive. So if you all hit super thanks and that adds up to $100, I'll donate $1,900. If you raise all the $2,000, awesome. But I don't have a way to track super thanks ongoing. So I'll put a note in the description when we've reached that $2,000, and then don't send the money. Keep your money or donate it to your local rescue or shelter. Appreciate you guys.
Yeah, I just think it'll go a long way. And if she can have that room and that space and that availability, and we'll all follow her journey. You know, the shelter, every dollar and dime goes into helping these animals. And what's really neat is this journey that I started on years ago. All of you have joined this. Like, I never thought all of us together could accomplish some of the things we've accomplished. Like, I'll give you a perfect example. Furbo, dog camera, has a really neat program called Furbo for Good. And we were working on a shade structure for the shelter so that in the hot months, the dogs can go out in their runs and they can have shade. And in the rainy months, they can have protection from the rain. But a structure like this, with the engineering and the materials, it costs like $50,000. And the shelter they don't have $50,000 sitting around to be able to do things like that. They do the best that they can with the funds that they have. And they do amazing in stretching those dollars. From the volunteers help, the staff helps, community helps. But I ask all of you, I said, look, I think if we donate and save up the funds across a few videos, we could get this shade structure going, because Furbo Dog Camera came in and said, we'll match those funds. So for every dollar that you raise, we'll put $1 in up to a certain amount. And I am so happy to announce that we just put the sign up because the structure is complete.
This is amazing. This permanent structure was engineered specifically for this shelter, and it cost a lot of money because it was done right. We're gonna remove the blue shades, but these metal structures are now permanent, so the rain can't get through. The rain all washes off, and the sun won't be able to beat down on the dogs. Those blue shades were just not enough protection, so the dogs have a much better space to be in. Thanks to you.
How amazing is that? Darling, how amazing is that? Huh? How amazing is that? And it's all thanks to you guys. So, you know, any one of us can do amazing things. Like if you want to go help animals, you can do some powerful things, some life-saving things. But all of us together, the power of this, the power of YouTube, using it for good is so awesome. And it's all thanks to you guys. And it really speaks to how unbelievable a community can be when they all work together. We need to come up with a name for her. You have a name? Alexis just waved at me. Hold on, let's call her. Okay, you have a name idea?
Yeah, Kelly and I agreed the name Valerie would suit her well.
Valerie?
It means healthy and strong, which is where we want her to be. And we think she's pretty healthy and strong in spirit.
Yeah, Valerie, I love that. Okay, healthy and strong in spirit. If you can lift your head up like that for treats and for love, you are healthy and strong. Valerie, that's a good girl. You are pretty and strong, and you're going to be healthy, and your spirit is going to come out, and your little personality is going to come out. I already see it coming out. And we're going to help find you a rescue that can help find you a home. And here's the deal. I would love to have you as a member because members get updates first, and those funds go to help with efforts like this when we donate funds and we help get dogs into a safe space. So we'd love to have you as a member. Make sure you subscribe so you're following along because I will keep all of you updated. This is just the beginning of Valerie's journey. Valerie. But please share this because you never know when someone's going to share it and they're going to send it to a rescue. We'll put an all call out for rescue. If you are a rescue that pulls her, I will help share those videos and that content and keep everyone updated. So when it's time for adoption for her, we can help spread that through this community. Valerie, we got you from here, girlfriend. And you can use my arm as a headrest. It is wild though, just like how much energy is not there with her. I'm here for you. I got you. We'll support you. Burbo Dog Camera, thank you for everything you've done with matching the funds and helping us get the shade structure up and for everything you do for all the dogs. That's a good girl. That's a good girl. I have something really cool that I want to tell you guys about too. So we just launched Flip's Farm, which is a rehabilitation farm. And by the time you're seeing this video, it is launched. I can't bring her there yet because we're waiting to finish the interior of the dog building, but she would be an exact candidate that we would bring there and let her rehabilitate over the months. And what's really neat about this is for the last 4 years, we've been working on our coffee farm, growing coffee in Southern California, and we launched our coffee brand, Flip Coffee. After my late dog that I miss so much, who helped me rehabilitate so many dogs, his spirit lives on, and it's the best coffee in the world. For years, we've been perfecting the roast and working on this coffee launch, and it has taken every ounce of me to not talk about it every single day until it was ready. It's ready now. You can order it by going to flipcoffee.com. I'll also link it right here in the video. And now, whenever you're drinking your coffee, you're drinking it with purpose, and the coffee goes to help support Flip's Farm and the dogs we're rehabilitating. So go check it out. Oh, girl. We have a tail wag. You a happy girl? Are you a happy girl? Some treats do that? Are you a happy girl? Valerie? You a happy girl? Oh, tail wag. That's so cute. Good girl.